Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling completely drained, confused, or questioning your own sanity? Maybe they made a subtle dig that made you feel small, or they flat out denied saying something you know they said. If you reacted by getting angry, defending yourself, or trying to explain your side, you actually gave them exactly what they wanted. You gave them supply. Today, we are changing the dynamic. I'm going to give you a power flip toolkit. These are 3 specific scripts to handle the patronizing, the arrogant, and the gaslighting people in your life. We aren't going to argue with them. We are going to make their tactics backfire. If you are tired of being the crazy one, keep watching. Before we get to the specific phrases, you need to understand the golden rule of toxic management. When you are dealing with a manipulator, you must never J.A.D.E. That stands for justify, argue, defend, explain. When you J.A.D.E, you are treating their nonsense as if it's a valid argument. It is not valid. It is a trap. Here is how to step around the trap. Tactic number 1. The Socratic Mirror. For the patronizer. First, let's handle the patronizer. This is the person who splains things to you, uses sweetie or bud condescendingly, or offers help you didn't ask for because they assume you're incompetent. Your instinct is to snap, "I know how to do it." Don't do that. That shows them they got under your skin. Instead, use the Socratic Mirror. You are going to ask them a question that forces them to explain their rudeness. Pause, look them in the eye and say, "I'm curious, what specific part of this do you think I don't understand?" Or if they make a rude joke, "I don't get it. Can you explain why that's funny?" Why it works, you are shifting the burden of proof. By asking them to explain, you force them to either admit they are being rude or awkwardly backtrack. You strip the disguise off their insult. Tactic number 2. The broken record for the gaslighter. Next, the gaslighter. These are the people who say, "I never said that," or "You're imagining things," or "You're just too sensitive." They want to drag you into a debate about reality. If you start bringing up receipts and text messages, you are playing their game. Use the broken record technique. You choose one short factual sentence and you refuse to deviate from it. The script. Them, "You're crazy. I never agreed to that." You, "I hear that you see it that way. However, I am proceeding based on our conversation yesterday." Them, "You're always making things up." You, "I hear you are upset. However, I am proceeding based on our conversation yesterday." Why it works? Gaslighters thrive on chaos. By repeating a boring, emotionless fact, you become a gray rock. You become uninteresting. You cannot be manipulated if you refuse to engage emotionally. Tactic number 3. The observation. For the aggressor. Finally, the aggressor. The person who raises their voice, gets up in your personal space, or uses intimidation. Most people either shrink away, flight, or yell back, fight. I want you to do neither. I want you to stand still and label their behavior. The script. Look at them calmly and say, "I see that you are very upset right now. We can continue this when you are ready to speak calmly." Then, and this is the most important part, physically leave the room. Why it works. You are establishing a boundary that is not up for negotiation. You aren't asking them to stop yelling. You are removing their audience. A bully without an audience is just a person shouting at a wall. Here is the truth. You cannot change these people. You cannot love them into respecting you, and you cannot argue them into agreeing with you. But you can change how you respond. When you stop taking the bait, you take back your power. Try one of these this week. Start with the Socratic Mirror and let me know in the comments how they reacted. I promise you, the look of confusion on their face will be worth it. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more tools on navigating difficult psychology. Stay strong.